Hey everyone! Today let's talk about one of the absolute easiest and most effective ways to give your health a little boost. We're diving into smart swaps, trading refined grains for whole grains. It's a really simple change that comes with some fantastic benefits. So let's get right into it.
So let me just ask you, are you ready for a health upgrade that doesn't feel like a ton of work? We're not talking about some complicated diet here. Just simple, smart swaps you can literally start making today.
And let's be honest, who doesn't love these? I mean, a warm piece of white toast, a big comforting bowl of pasta, these are staples for a reason. They're called refined grains. But here's the thing, what if it's not about getting rid of the foods you love, but just upgrading them?
So what's the big deal? Why even bother with this swap? Well, it's because what you gain is so much more than what you might think you're giving up. Let's break down what makes whole grains a true nutritional powerhouse.
It really just boils down to one key difference. When a grain is refined, the best parts, the bran and the germ, where all the nutrients are, they get stripped away. But whole grains, well, the name says it all. You're getting the entire grain kernel, the whole shebang, just the way nature made it.
And keeping that grain whole means you get a whole lot in return. We're talking way more fiber, which is amazing for you, plus more of those essential nutrients. And that extra fiber, it helps keep you feeling full and satisfied for a lot longer. Honestly, a lot of people find they actually prefer the richer, nuttier flavor and the heartier texture you get. It's a win-win.
All right, so the why is great, but let's get to the how. How does this actually look when you're at the grocery store or in your kitchen? We're about to walk through some super simple one-for-one swaps for your biggest meals.
Okay, let's start with the big one, bread. I mean, think about it. Whether it's toast in the morning or a sandwich for lunch, this is probably one of the most common refined grains we eat every single day. And the swap could not be easier. Instead of your usual white bread or bagels, just look for a package that says 100% whole wheat right on the label. The main benefit here, a serious boost in fiber, which is awesome for helping you feel full all the way until your next meal.
Okay, next up, let's talk about the foundation of so many amazing dishes. Rice, we're talking stir fries, grain bowls, or just a simple side dish for whatever you're making for dinner.
So instead of plain old white rice, give brown rice a try. Or, hey, mix it up with quinoa, or even barley. What's cool here is that you've got options. All of them are a fantastic source of fiber, and they add this wonderful, kind of chewy texture to soups and bowls.
And you knew this one was coming, right? Pasta, a true comfort food. It's a staple in so many households, and it's another incredibly easy place to make a simple upgrade. All you have to do is switch your regular white pasta for a whole wheat version. And you know it's great? Because it's more filling, you might find that a smaller portion is just as satisfying. Plus, that robust, nutty flavor holds up so well to a really hearty sauce. Okay, we've covered the main meals, but what about all those other times we eat? Let's see how these smart swaps can work for things like snacks and even baking ingredients.
Let's head over to the cereal aisle. Now, this place can be tricky, right? So many of those popular cereals are packed with sugar and made from refined grains. But the alternative is a simple, healthy classic.
So by swapping those sugary cereals for something like oatmeal or bran flakes, you get this amazing double win. You're cutting way down on added sugar, and you're getting more fiber. That gives you more staying power, which helps you avoid that mid-morning energy crash.
And what about that afternoon snack craving? A lot of us automatically reach for chips or those standard white flour crackers, but there are some much more satisfying whole grain options just waiting for you.
And here's a really fun fact. Popcorn is a whole grain. Who knew, right? So, air-popped popcorn or crackers where the first ingredient is a whole grain are both excellent choices. You still get that satisfying crunch, but with a better texture and way more fiber.
Okay, I know hearing all of this at once can feel like a lot to change, but I promise it doesn't have to be. Let's just break it down into 3 super simple, totally manageable ways to get started.
First, just start small. Don't try to change everything at once. Just focus on one meal a day. Maybe it's the bread for your lunch sandwich. That's it. Second, become a label detective. Look for those magic words, 100% whole grain. And third, if you're a little worried about the taste, just ease into it. Try mixing half brown rice with half white rice. I bet you'll barely notice the difference.
See, this isn't about some huge all-or-nothing mission. Your very first delicious, satisfying whole grain upgrade is literally just one meal away. You've got this. So that brings us to the final question. After seeing all these easy options, from morning toast to evening popcorn, which simple swap are you thinking about? Which one will you try first?